Well, we've come to the end of the Sermon on the Mount, so here's how Jesus concludes for us. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will come into heaven's administration, but only the one who does the will of my Father in heaven. On that day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, didn't we prophesy in your name and cast out demons in your name and do many powerful works in your name? Then I'll tell them, I never knew you. Get away from me, you wrongdoers. So then, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice will be like the wise man who built his house on rock. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against that house, but it didn't fall because it had been founded on rock. And everyone who hears these words of mine and doesn't put them into practice will be like a moron who built his house on sand. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell, and its fall was great. So, what's the task of a disciple of Jesus? Understanding what's right or doing what's right? Now, I got to be honest, in my experience, a lot of the focus has been on the understanding. I study and I read, the Bible or about the Bible. I teach and I preach, including making a video post every day for you to learn. And I've grown in my understanding and I've changed my mind, and I hope that continues throughout my life. And I try to ensure that I have the right beliefs about God and that you do too. But am I missing the point? Because Jesus says it's not about saying or believing that he's my Lord. It's about living like he is. I like how he sums it up best in Luke's gospel. He says, why do you call me Lord and not do what I tell you? And this isn't just me. Modern Western Christianity has been very head and knowledge focused. And we put all this emphasis on giving people the right facts and filling their heads with the right beliefs, or agreeing with the right beliefs and thinking that's what makes us a Christian. And in some sense, that's not bad, right? I'm not against knowledge. That is why I do videos like this. As long as knowledge is not the goal. The goal for a disciple of Jesus is the action of love. And knowledge is good as long as it's aimed towards that goal. If the God you know doesn't make you more loving, then you should know better. And so, as Jesus tells us or calls us, let's make loving action our foundation. Give it a try today. Show love to your enemy, even if you don't understand why you should. Be generous, even when it makes no sense. Don't repay violence with violence, even if the world says that's crazy. Ultimately, I don't really care if you call Jesus Lord. I care if you listen to him and live his words out. Because if he's really in charge, his administration is going to come through us when we live it out.